Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous, and here's her story. Hi, Ollie. Glad your channel is growing and flourishing. Several years ago, you made 2 videos in response to my emails. Idiot games, idiot prizes, and dealing with the source of your abuse. Yeah, those are old videos. I'm happy to say I've kept no contact for 3.5 years. I have a new wonderful home and my children are flourishing. I even managed to confront my family about some issues and set firm boundaries. I got some pushback, but all in all, I think I came off victorious. I am a member of a loving and supported Bible study group, and I am happy and safe there, though I am still mindful of the potential dangers. I'm doing well at work and taking care to self-care as regularly as possible. I'd say I was almost through the weeds when my narc ex was murdered. Fortunately for me, I made the decision long ago not to include him in our lives, so his permanent absence wasn't a huge shock. But it was very difficult when everyone under the sun started posting a plethora of post-mortem worship posts. You know, you got to be happy that you got away from him. Okay? Because if you're going to worry about, and this is something that bothered me, is like I call it after the narcissist dies, sympathy for the devil. You know, when, the flying monkeys and the people that didn't know were the enablers who actually did, acting like this person is lionized and canonized and a fucking saint. But what it is actually sympathy for the devil. But you can't worry about that. What you got to look at is like, I got away from this guy. I made the right decision to get away from him. What if I was with him when he got murdered? Don't worry about it. Be happy you got out with your life. Because in this situation, it was life or death. And in your first video, play idiot games, win idiot prizes. That's the idiot prize that I was worrying. So obviously, I must have been pretty close. You got people in your life that play idiot games. And when you play idiot games, as from your first video, play idiot games, win idiot prizes. It was hard seeing all this, and as I had been thoroughly abused in every possible way for years, so I got off social media for a while. Since our divorce, I found out he fathered another child, this time with a fellow drug addict. The child was adopted from birth, and neither parent was fit to care for him. Lucky boy. The child is less than 2 years younger than my own son. Just recently, though, I found out another girl is currently pregnant. Sigh. Which has now prompted me to write. I'm so very ashamed to be associated with this kind of person. I even, sad to say it, but I must be honest with my feelings, feel like my children are not special. Just products of a man who was content to sleep with anybody. Stop. Okay. Listen. This is you putting all your value in your vagina after the fact. Okay? You are still valuing who you gave access to your vagina, yourself, by who you gave access to your vagina, as it's an indictment on you and now your children. Because your children are a product of that. Your value is you. Not who you might have mistakenly had relationships with or slept with. Your children are part of you. Your value in your children is that they are part of you. Not who you gave access to your vagina in your younger years out of abuse or ignorance or whatever it may be. But what it's telling me is you are still using your sex life, clean it up a little bit, using your sex life as a judgment of who you are as a person and what you produced. You had enough sense to write into me years ago about this. and then finally get a divorce and get away with it and get away from it and maybe save your life and your children's lives. Your children are a part of that decision in you. Don't do that to your kids. Your children are special because they're part of you. This is another Black Cinderella story as well. This is another black woman, probably because of her family life and her own mother, who put all her value on who wants to sleep with her. And it's still haunting her, even after the guy's dead. Even after you were proven right. Doesn't mean anything. And one of those anybody's was silly old me. Just products of a man who was content to sleep with anybody, and one of those anybody's was silly old me. I love my children and care for them meticulously. I take pride in my motherhood, and I'm trying to give them the best life possible despite not having given them the best father. But you gave them life. Let me ask you this. You think they'd rather not be born? You gave them life. Mistakes be damned, but you gave them life and you're taking care of them. Your last step, this is your last step, is to stop putting your value in yourself through your vagina. That's harsh to some, and some can't handle it, but I know you can. I'm telling you, black women don't come to me because they want to be. By the time black women come to me, they don't want to have sunshine blown up their ass. They want the fucking answer, and I'm telling you what the answer is here, Anonymous. I'm telling you what it is. Look at what you've actually accomplished and take pride in that, and that's where your children come from. Being fatherless myself, I suppose I didn't know how important it would be or even what to look for. Perhaps I'm projecting my feelings of worthlessness into my children. Yeah. Yes, that's what. Yes, you do get it. I'm not really sure what the psychology behind my feeling is, which is why I'm writing you. If you make a video on this, fine. But if not, any private advice would be honestly grateful to be received. Thank you, Ollie. There are so many other black women that have your exact story. You're not alone. You're not. Your value is in the person you are, not who you sleep with. And that's where that's coming from. That's the psychosis. And that was put in your head by your mother. Because you were fatherless, and I'm sure there was a train of dudes coming through your house as well. Your mother putting their needs ahead of your needs, and I don't remember your exact story. But that's the story of the typical black woman on my channel. You're not alone. And you're not valueless. And your children have value because they're from you. And you made the right decisions for them. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your contribution and writing in with your story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to sponsor a video for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been the Narcissistic Resistance. Take care.